Welcome back. We're all trying to eat healthier these days, and that means incorporating more greens.
But sometimes the selection is a little overwhelming when it comes to our leafy favorites.
It is, and so I met up with our produce professor, Nick Conforti Jr., who's schooling us on what's fresh. Temps are hot, we're trying to eat healthy, but when we're talking about greens, we kind of need to decide, first of all, what's important to us.
Absolutely. When you're picking out greens, like you said, we have a great variety here, beautiful greens, but when you're picking them out, you want to find out what's most important to you. So first, if it's nutrition, romaine is definitely going to be your best bet. Romaine's going to pack the most vitamins, the most nutrients, and really give you the best nutrients for what you're paying. Next, if you're looking for taste, really that's going to be a matter of preference. It's up to every individual to decide what's the most important for them. But for me personally, I love the Boston Bib. Has a nice, rich texture, kind of velvety texture, rich flavor, and overall just great quality. Next, red and green leaf. Those are probably the two next favorites. They're going to have a lot of flavor, still have some great nutrients in them, followed by romaine. Romaine, great taste. Everybody loves it. Everyone's had it. Last, iceberg. Iceberg's going to have the least nutrients, but it's going to have the classic taste that everybody's used to.
Right.
And the reason it has so few nutrients is because it's predominantly made out of water.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Absolutely.
You're just not getting anything extra. All right. Now, no matter what we're deciding to pick nutrition-wise, what types of things should we be looking for when we are picking out our certain greens?
Absolutely. The biggest thing that you're going to look for is signs of decay. First and foremost, the most important thing. So if you notice that there's a little spot of darker color on the greens, that's a sign of decay. If it's slimy, obviously, telltale sign of decay, just stay away from that. Next, we have russet spotting. Russet spotting is something that happens, it's with the enzymes. So you can kind of see that
right there along
right there,
the stem, kind of.
Along the stem. And so russet spotting, not necessarily a horrible thing, but if there are other options, you want to go with that. Next, insect damage. Again, not a horrible sign, but you want to stick with things that are mostly free of any kind of insect damage. And the biggest thing that you can do, you just pull away a few leaves, kind of look underneath, and as long as everything underneath is good, you're going to be okay. There's not necessarily a right or wrong way to prepare the salad, but easiest way, just chop it. And then the most important thing though is after you cut it, whether you tear, shred, chop, whatever you do, is to soak it in cold water. And so it's going to revitalize any of the greens that you soak in cold water. So if you do have some that are kind of gone limp a little bit, soak them in cold water. You can even throw some ice cubes in there, 3 or 4 minutes, soak them, drain them. And you want to pat them dry, make sure that they're fully dry, or use a salad spinner. And then after you do that, the important thing to make them last longest for you is put them in a Tupperware container lined with a paper towel in the refrigerator. So that's going to soak up any excess moisture and help them last longer for you.
If you have a question for the produce professor, just ask him. Tweet him at ProduceProKC, and you can also go online to cncproduce.net to learn more about the homegrown company that's keeping things fresh all around Kansas City.